Hello everyone, my name is Roman Kornev. I'm a partner of AMarkets, and right now we are going to discuss support and resistance lines and how to make money on them. I show you support and resistance lines directly on the chart in the MetaTrader platform, as well as reversal points where the price reverses and you can quickly and effectively make money. We will also discuss an important news item. This week there will be news on the Australian dollar, which can lead to a sharp fall of the Australian dollar. And of course we will talk about which currency pair is the best to run my trading robot on. So let's begin. This is the chart of the S&P 500. This is the American index, the largest index, which includes the 500 largest companies in America. And what do we see on this chart? We see a rise and then a decline. And here at the top, we see a pivot point, the peak of that growth. It's called a pivot point or a reversal point. A pivot point gives me the opportunity to form a resistance line. In this case, this S&P 500. Let's take a look at what happened next. Next, price broke through this resistance line. And after it came back to this line again, the price exactly broke away from this line, which became a mirror support line. A reversal point was formed here as well. But the most important thing is that you can see that the price descending reached this line and exactly broke away from this line almost point to point. Thus, knowing how to correctly identify support and resistance lines, you can determine the reversal point. Enter competently into the deal. Buy the index and the price will grow and you can make money on it. And quite quickly. As you can see, the price has passed 11.5 thousand points after it broke away from the support line. This is $11.5 thousand if you trade one standard lot in the MetaTrader platform. And it is not necessary to have a large deposit for this. In order to trade one standard lot in the MetaTrader platform, it is enough to have $100 on your account. So open an account using the link in the description at the broker I work with and start mastering this science, this profession, which is a super profession, I believe. You can trade from anywhere in the world, in your home, on the couch, on vacation, including as in these pictures on the beach. It's quite realistic, meaning you don't have to go to work to do it. This is why I love trading. And of course, in order to make fewer mistakes, lose less money, and earn more, you should start with fundamental basic knowledge, which I give in my basic course on trading for beginners from scratch, absolutely free of charge. If you open an account with a broker, fund it with $300 or more. So if you want to get this course, write to me on the link in the description Telegram. I will tell you how to get it for free. If you did not manage to make money on this growth, then be careful. The next reversal point will be exactly when the price reaches the top again, the historical high of this S&P 500 index. And from there, the price is likely to reverse. There will be a rebound and it will go down. It will be possible to make money on the fall. You can make money on the decline too if you don't know about it. It is as easy as on the growth, actually. The only thing I will tell you at once, if you are just starting to study the financial market, is that most likely this maximum will be broken and the price will go further. But before it breaks it, there is a high probability that there will be a downward correction. Therefore, even if you make money on the decline, do not expect it to fall far. Most likely, it will be a temporary rebound and the price will go further. But to put an alert to make money on it, not to miss this signal, be sure to put an alert here and trade and make money on the S&P 500 index. And not to miss the strong currency price movements that are coming this week, subscribe to my Telegram. It's there 30 minutes before important news that moves the markets is released. I'm releasing my commentary, my forecast on various economic news. And right now, let's take a look at what's going to be the news this week that we can capitalize on. There will be several news this week. I will publish them all in Telegram, in the Telegram channel. But here's what's the most interesting news this week. Right now, let's look at the economic calendar. So on Tuesday, May 20, there's going to be news. The interest rate decision from the Central Bank of Australia. And the current rate reading is 4.10%. And it's projected to go down to 3.85%. For the 20 years that I've been trading the market, I've seen the same pattern. Almost always when the rate goes down, the currency goes down at that point. If the rate goes up, the currency goes up. Sometimes it's the other way around. Markets are unpredictable. You cannot be 100% sure. But in most cases, when the rate goes down, the currency also goes down. So make a note of this news. Don't miss it. And if the rate is really reduced, and it is very often reduced when they publish a forecast on investing.com like this, the currency of this country, where the central bank reduces the rate, will also go down. So I expect to make a pretty good profit on that. I hope you will too. Subscribe to Telegram so you don't miss this news. The link will be below the video. Let me say a few more words about the S and 500 pesos before we look at other currency pairs. Since the price is growing now, the S&P 500 is in an uptrend. I am looking at the 4-hour chart, and in the near future I expect it to reach the resistance line. That is, the trend is upward, and that is why it is best to run my trading robot in buy mode on this instrument. It has 3 modes if you don't know. Buy mode, sell mode, and buy sell mode at the same time when the price goes up and down. The robot collects profit. But now, when the uptrend is obvious, it is better to use the buy mode. You will earn better on it. So if you are already trading, include the S&P 500 index in your portfolio. Those who are trading with my fly dynamic robot, include the S&P 500 index in your portfolio. Well, if you haven't tried my trading robot yet, write to me at the link in the description in Telegram. I will tell you how to get it for free. Now let's take a look at the USD currency pair. I chose this currency pair because it's a good way to track how the resistance line, the mirror resistance line, has worked out. And let's take a look at the charts. Look, there was a price reversal right here. A reversal point appeared. Then the price went down and reversed again. There was a second reversal point. Now we will take the support line and draw it like this, and draw it further. If we draw it further, we will see that when the price broke through this support line and returned to it again, another reversal point was formed, and it was a mirror resistance line, and the price broke away from it and went down. Accordingly, you can also make money on it. Mirror support and resistance lines, my favorite line. Let's see how far the price has gone here. It passed by 350 points. That's $350 on each lot traded. And just a reminder, let's take a look at M15. Candle to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is a total of 5 candles. What is 5 candles? It is a little over an hour. In just over an hour, you could make $300 from just one lot of other divorce points. I'm not giving on this currency pair for now. I do not see such in the future to good signals, but just on this currency pair. I wanted to show how such reversal points are formed and how they work themselves out. If, by the way, you want to receive selected reversal points on which I trade, subscribe to my VIP channel. There I give you the entry points, entry price, take profit, and a detailed analysis of how I determine this point on the chart, so you can understand how it is formed. If you are interested, subscribe. Passability is more than 90% of my signals. Write to me in Telegram and I will tell you how to get a subscription to this channel. But now let's look at the euro-dollar currency pair. There is a near-term reversal point on which you can make money. Here's the resistance line. The price now, look, stalled a little bit, but since the trend is downward, it is possible that the next time the price reaches the resistance line here, it will break away from it. You can sell and make money on the decline. Let's take a look at the H1 chart. The price has already tried to approach, but it has not reached it yet. I think that the resistance line is still in the working mode. That is, when the price reaches it, it will work out, the price will rebound and go down. Another currency pair, which also has a lot of mirror reversal points, the pound, the Swiss franc. Look, we have already worked out these points here. Once we had a maximum, then the price came up, turned around, and there was a mirror support line. Then it came up 2 more times. Look, it was rebounded, but I think that it can work itself out again. So this zone is a reversal zone. I think that when the price reaches it, it will be rebounded once again. It will be possible to buy here and make money on the growth. So mark this currency pair for yourself as well. You can put an alert as soon as the price reaches it, or you can put a pending order to trade with a pending order. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to miss it. Gold also shows an interesting picture. There is a reversal zone here and here. The price can also rebound from it short term and go down. But in general, despite such a strong volatility, yes, let's look at the daily chart. Look, the price was slowly going up and down, and now it just started to fluctuate so wildly. Many people ask me in the chat room too, what will happen to gold? Where it will go? I believe that gold in general will grow. But now, at the moment, whether it will rise or fall, it will do it in a very volatile way. So there's going to be strong movement. It's going to go up, then it's going to go back down. It'll go down, it'll swing up again. So you see how strong the swings are. Up, down, up, down. That's why you have to be careful with gold now. This is not the time. When it was slow, there's another pivot point right here from the resistance line. As soon as the price reaches it, I expect a downward correction. You can sell here and make money on the downside. A bit similar picture on the currency pair Australian dollar to New Zealand dollar. Here the chart 15, such a rather shallow, but nevertheless I have a lot of scalpers. I know who likes to scalp, trade inside minutes, 5 minutes. So I give you a 15-minute chart. Accordingly, the price will reach this line. Resistance from it can also be sold and earn on the decline. And lastly, let's look at the Australian dollar-dollar currency pair. There is also a resistance line here. If the price reaches the resistance line, you can sell from it and make money on the decline. Also note that on Tuesday we are waiting for the news on the Australian Central Bank. If they cut the rate, the Australian dollar is likely to decline when the news comes out, and if it turns out to be the Australian dollar, at the moment of the news release near this resistance line, it will double the signal. That is, the technical analysis will say that the price will go down, and the fundamental news will also say that the Australian dollar may go down, so it doubly reinforces the signal. I always keep an eye out for coincidences like this. Keep an eye out too. Subscribe to the Telegram channel so that you do not miss such news. Look at the news on which currency pair, on which currency. Look at the chart. If some stars coincide here, that is called. If the price at this moment is near the support or resistance line, which strengthens this movement, it is doubly cool. We can reduce risks, increase volume, and earn more on such movement. In order to better identify support and resistance lines, to properly understand where to enter trades, be sure to take my training, and also just subscribe to my Telegram, my YouTube channel. A link will be in the description of this video. Look, I have a lot of videos on this topic. How to define what, how to identify. There are interesting points, strategies about correlation, strategies on indicators. I have a lot of useful videos, so you can use them for free. Please learn to trade. I wish you all a successful trading week. Trade with pleasure. Bye, everyone.